What's going on, everybody? Max here, and as you can see, I'm in a bus because I am on a little bit of an emergency trip from Catamarca, where I live, to Cordoba. But anyways, even though this wasn't part of the plan, there is no excuse, and I think it's about time we get started with this series of videos. Some of you folks are going to share with the rest of the RLE community. But before that, I just want to say that if you like this video marathon thing, all the credits should go straight to Ethan because he's the one who came up with this idea first, alright? Just to let you know that. But I have thought long and hard about what I should make this video about. And after kicking around some different ideas, I finally decided that I would talk about some interesting and useful idioms. But before I get into that, I will tell you what were some of the topics I considered for this video, just in case some of you folks need some ideas for your own videos. So, some of the topics I had in mind were talking about the podcasts I listen to, talking about my English learning experience or my English learning process, comparing two movies that I love, explaining the plot of a book, talking about the weather, and as you can see, it's kind of windy outside. There's also some other topic I can't quite remember right now. But never mind. Speaking about remembering stuff, what is the opposite of the verb to remember? Is it to forget, right? Awesome. But what if I ask you to use an idiom to replace the verb to forget? What idiom could you use? You could probably say that something slipped your mind, couldn't you? Like when Rodrigo didn't put up his music video for the music marathon because it slipped his mind to do so, right? But in all fairness to Rodrigo, I can understand why it slipped his mind to put up that video, because probably he had a lot on his plate. That's another idiom, meaning that he was busy or had stuff to take care of. The same can happen to, let's say, Cha, if it slips his mind to post one of the daily expressions because it slipped his mind, and then he can allege that he had a lot on his plate, he was busy.
It's another day already. You guys will have to excuse the crappy editing. As I told you, I am out of town right now, and therefore I don't get a really good internet connection. Actually, I am at the gas station right now trying to get a hold of some Wi-Fi. So, I'm gonna pick up where I left off yesterday, and that is the idiom to have a lot on one's plate. It reminds me of one day when I had a lot of food on my plate because I thought it was at a buffet restaurant, when it actually wasn't a buffet restaurant, it was just a regular one. Consequently, I had to pay through the nose for all I ate at that restaurant that day. And if you have a big nose, as my nose, well, it won't make any difference. They are still going to charge you a lot of money if necessary. When was the last time you had to pay for the nose? Now, I'm going to talk about an idiom that I really like because it allows me to go on rants about the things I do not like. I am talking about the idiom to jump on the bandwagon of something or of someone. It means to follow a trend, to do something just because a lot of people do it. Do you remember Connie 2012, the African dictator? Well, that is the epitome of people jumping on the bandwagon. I mean, this guy was the most famous person on the internet during 1 week because everyone was talking about him, because they felt they had to say something about him just because everyone else was talking about him. So, however, all of a sudden, Connie vanished and went from being the topic of all conversations to being forgotten. I mean, he fell into oblivion. That's another idiom. People jump off Connie's bandwagon. So guys, I hope that will do it for this video. How many idioms have I covered so far? to sleep one's mind, to have a lot on one's plate, to pay through the nose, to jump or onto the bandwagon, and to fall into oblivion. That makes 5 idioms, and I hope that with that you get your feel of English. I get my feel of English with real life English every day. Awesome group, definitely the cream of the crop. Keep it up, guys.